Hey everybody, it is me. Um, so I wanted to share with you guys really quickly a realization that I had last night. It was kind of a breakthrough realization for me because it was kind of like, wow. It was, I don't know, to me it was really big. So I just wanted to share that because I honestly just wanted to make a video today. So I'm going to try to make this really quick, short, sweet, and to the point because that is what I am trying to do that is why I made these videos, so I could get to the point. Okay. Anyways, so have you ever heard the quote, unlimited tolerance equals the death of tolerance? And I'm not too sure who said this quote because this is like a quote my boyfriend has used every time I would like react to something. And I swear he's been using it since we first started going out because I think he learned it in like school or something. And me, I was always like quick to anger, and all that. Like I was just very reactive. And to me, when I heard that, it was basically, to me, what I seen in my head was just like being able to not feel emotions, extend your tolerance so much that you have no more tolerance, so that anything that people do to you, say to you, will not cause like emotional reaction or even like an emotional feeling inside. So that's how I seen it. And it didn't really make sense to me, because that doesn't make sense to me because like my beliefs and my beliefs are that you should acknowledge your emotions because when you ignore them, they get stored in your body. And to me, that sounded like a form of ignoring your feelings or just like sucking it up or whatever. But as we were in deep conversation last night, I hella had the realization because I was going on about how you can't really control how other people react or respond. Because for me, I'm learning about a lot of communication, and I'm learning about nonviolent communication, and that entails a lot of responding versus reacting. And if you ever took communication or psychology, you can start seeing in everyday life how people, their patterns, and being aware, like, dang, like they're doing this thing. These people are codependent. These people have bad listening skills. This person, blah, 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 blah. Like, you just start observing and seeing all these things that you didn't see before because you weren't conscious of it. And, well, so as I was going off about saying, like, oh, like, people who don't listen, like, I can't control the way someone else responds or reacts to something. And I also can't hold it against somebody that I can't hold against. Hold on, how is this? I can't hold something against people if they don't have knowledge around something. Okay, so I can't get mad at someone because they're a bad listener, because most people don't have good listening skills. They don't even know about listening skills. So most people in this society are horrible fucking communicators, horrible listeners, and that is just something I have to accept as a person, because if I were to be like mad at the world because they're not at like a conscious level, then that just creates this suffering inside of me that doesn't need to be there. So as being on this more like conscious level, I have to be responsible for my own self. Ultimately, you are responsible for yourself. So what helps me not blow up on people and just create peace and harmony, and if somebody says something, I have the skills not to react or even respond. Sometimes I'll just not reply, If someone says something that I feel is triggering, yes, it's okay to feel that feeling, like notice that feeling, and be aware of the consequences if you blow up or say something rude back. And, basically, like, choose your battles. Like, and I know that I have the power to navigate, certain conversations or outcomes or circumstances. So when I feel super angry inside and like I just like, okay, I don't want to argue with this person. I know this person won't listen, but I see the anger and I'm choosing to not respond. But in order to not ignore that feeling and keep it inside and eventually blow up on this say person, there are practices that I put in place in order to let that situation go, So for me, personally, I love doing yoga. So me doing yoga on a daily basis or whenever I feel like I'm getting built up of stress is building up, I feel overwhelmed, I will do yoga, and so I could realign my mind, body, and soul complex. And to me, that is creating unlimited tolerance, because I am taking this circumstance and not really ignoring the emotion, because I've noticed that I feel the emotion in the circumstance, but I'm letting go of the circumstance itself, or like the situation, not circumstance. Well, either or. I'm letting go of the situation itself. And with that, like, the emotion doesn't stay, like the anger doesn't stay. It dissolves too. But the focus should be on dissolving the situation versus ignoring the emotion. So basically, you need to have a system of processing the emotion and then letting it go. Because if you don't do that, like, that is part of self-care. That is part of self-love. Like, loving yourself is also creating circumstances that are, or outcomes that are conscious. And, if you're constantly creating outcomes that are disharmony, like arguing, fighting, then that is not self-love, that just shows that you're not filling your cup. So, basically, yeah, like I said, just have this system in place where you can process the emotion and then let go of the situation. And you also have the power to, if this is like a continuous thing that you are dealing with somebody, you have the power to fucking cut them off, like, and before you cut them off, especially if there's someone important, like, a lover or like family, talk to them first, set boundaries for yourself. That is self-love. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this talk. And yeah, I know it's pretty long. I guess I take away the really quick part, but dang, I always do that. It's all good. All right. So yeah, unlimited tolerance equals the death of tolerance, yo. And you have the power inside of you to create the situations and outcomes in everyday life by the decisions you make. So being more consciously aware of yourself, your emotions, really help. All right? Peace.